Can you see it now? Full screen?
No, you're not sharing in presentation mode. We can see all of us. There we go. That's
Okay. So as I was saying, today we're going to talk about checking your teacher's portfolio status and ensuring that everybody has submitted their portfolios. I'm going to share with you the reports that we have available in Portfolium for you not only to check their completion status, but you can drill down to their collections as well as their point A's and point B's to see what is the status. We'll review our next steps for this month and how we can better support you. So the most important thing to make sure every teacher implementing a portfolio understands is that the collection deadline is 11:59 p.m. local time. So whether you're Eastern, Central, whatever your 11:59 p.m. is on May 1st, 2023, that's when submissions can no longer be uploaded. There is not a submit button. Teachers can continue to go into their collections and make edits, but at 11:59 on May 1st, collections can no longer be submitted. That is the deadline. A completed collection must have self-scores at point A and point B. For all three differentiated groups, it must have student work in each of the three differentiated groups, and it must be the same standard at point A and point B. A completed portfolio must have 4 completed collections. If a teacher does not complete any piece of the portfolio by the deadline on May 1st at 11:59 p.m., they will receive an incomplete for their portfolio score. With an incomplete gross score, a teacher will not generate an LOE because they will be missing a component of the evaluation scores to generate an LOE. We ask that district portfolio leads talk to your principals, take an active role in monitoring and ensuring that teachers are aware and that they are submitting their portfolios. Again, there is no submit buttons, but the teachers can see their status on their screen. And I will show you an example of that. So here's an example of a teacher who has completed the pre-K portfolio. You will see there are 4 collections. You will see that the point A and the point B is fully colored blue, but this status is what you'll look for, just to be sure, in case they can't tell that this is completely colored. The status must say teacher review completed. For all 4 collections must say this in order for the portfolio to be complete. An example of incomplete portfolios. Here's one example of a teacher, and it states not started. This teacher has set up, so they most likely do have that green check mark. They've logged in and they've set up their 4 collections, but they have not uploaded anything in point A. They haven't loaded anything in point B for any of the collections. So we see the status not started. The teacher sees this status when they log in. Here's a teacher that has 1 collection that is in progress. So when she looks at the portfolio and asks, am I finished? Quickly, you could see the point B is still blank. There is no point B evidence. And the status does not say complete. The status says in progress. So these are just 2 examples. Keeping in mind, to be complete, all 4 must say teacher review completed. In order for you to be able to tell as district administrators who is complete and who is not complete, the first report to go to is your teacher report by clicking on your teachers right here. When you look at this report, don't forget to filter out the access removed teachers. Those are teachers who no longer are active in your user directory, but they would still be in a report. So filter out the zeros. And then look at column M. It's M on mine. It's the column that says portfolio completed. Teachers with a 1 beside their name, they have completed their portfolio. Teachers with a 0 beside their name, they are still incomplete. To drill down to the collections, you can click on your reporting tab, go over to collection level progress. And when you pull this report, keep in mind, and I'll go back one to show you. This is for teachers that are using their collections. So if you have teachers that are not showing up in the collection level progress report, that is a red flag first, because those teachers have not began their collections. So only the teachers who have started are going to be in the collection level progress report. So when you look at the report, you can see in this column percent completed. Here I have a pre-K teacher. So I see she's got 4 collections. 3 are 100% completed and 1 is still at 0. So I could reach out to her and just check on this operations and algebraic thinking collection. Here's a kindergarten teacher that has all 4 collections. 2 are at 100%, 2 are at 0. This teacher that has all 4 zeros also doesn't have anything in the standard rubric chosen. So I can tell this teacher has not gone in and began anything. He or she hasn't chosen their standards yet either. So you can continue to look down. Here's a teacher at 67%. Most likely that's a collection where either a student in point A or point B has not been self-scored. Remember, the teacher must self-score all pieces of work for each of the 3 levels at point A and point B. So we're looking for 100%. Another report to drill down to is the point level progress report. And this will take you to the point A and point B progress. So I just used 2 teachers for this example, 1 pre-K teacher, because every collection has a point A and a point B. You should see the teacher 8 times. I can tell here that the teacher's math collections are all at 100%, and her reading collections are still at 0. This kindergarten teacher, I may need to reach out to her because point A and point B are at 67, which again is a sign that there is some piece of work that has not been scored in this foundational literacy collection. Reading has not been, there's nothing in a point A or a point B. In counting and cardinality, I can tell that some work has been submitted. It's 33% complete, and math is still at 0. So these reports will change as teachers are finishing up their work. We do have a week and 2 days. So at this point, we would hope that most of your teachers are complete. It is very dangerous for them to leave on April 28th and try to finish everything on May 1st. 11:59 is the deadline, and on May 2nd, there will not be any extensions. So what are your next steps? First, remind teachers of that deadline and remind them that there are no extensions. On May 2nd, last year, we did receive some emails sporadically across the state where teachers asked, could they have an extension? The answer is no. May 1st, 11:59 is the deadline. If they are not 100% complete at 11:59, they will receive an incomplete portfolio score. They will not generate an LOE for this school year. Continue to monitor those reports, check on those teachers' progress, reach out to anyone who is still less than 100%. And on May 2nd, we will send an email from portfolio questions, and we will let you know of any teachers who did receive an incomplete, so you can reach out to them and let them know on May 2nd. It's it's quite a tragedy when LOEs are generated, and that's when teachers figure out that they were incomplete. So let them know when we notify you of teachers who did not finish. In May, we will have a office hour. This is after completion. Scores are not in on May 11th, but I do want you we'll get together and meet on May 11th so I can show you where to go in your reports, how to check your teacher's scores, and how to look at those drill down reports to see scores for the different point levels as well as scores for their collections. We do have teachers who reach out and we send them to the portfolio leads to find out how they scored on their collections if they have questions. Teachers can see their final scores in the platform when they're released. As always, email us at portfolio.questions@tn.gov, and we are happy to answer your questions as quickly as we can. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so Micah, I'm going to turn it over to you. Did I stop recording?
You have not stopped recording yet.